watching Sideshow Con. The show will begin in just a few moments.
For mobile updates on the latest and greatest collectibles news, sign up for Sideshow SMS. You'll get access to exclusive giveaways, discounts, and so much more.
Make sure to be signed into your Sideshow account, and if you don't already have one, create one by following the link on your screen.
Follow the link on your screen to register for our Sideshow Con event and receive $5 in Sideshow rewards.
For the latest updates from Sideshow, go to side.show/newsletter. You'll get $20 off your first order, plus get members-only access to discounts, giveaways, and so much more. Follow that link below.
Thanks for tuning in to Sideshow Con. We'll be going live in just a moment to answer your questions from the chat.
You're watching the ultimate celebration of pop culture collectibles. Today, we'll be showcasing the latest and greatest pieces for your display, speaking with artists behind the scenes, and even holding giveaways so you can win some of these incredible collectibles. Here are your hosts for Sideshow Con Day 2.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sideshow Con Day 2. I'm Jillian.
I'm Guy, and you are here for Sideshow Con. Now, we're going to kick off today's show with a giveaway of the Iron Man Mark 85 Battle Damage figure by Hot Toys. Now, right now, in the chat, enter by going hashtag Sideshow space I agree. You're agreeing to the terms and conditions, and in just a little bit, we're going to pick a winner.
Yeah, and I feel like this is a show filled with giveaways today, and we want to give you guys the opportunity to get something else as well. If we get to 1,000 likes at the end of this video, we're going to be giving away this Thanos Battle Damage 6-scale figure by Hot Toys.
Absolutely.
Again, that's only if we get to those 1,000 likes. So you want to make sure you're liking this video, send it to your friends, because we want to be able to give this one away to you as well.
Yes, now that's an archival piece, so it's great and it's a fantastic companion. But you know, it's a big week at Sideshow Con. It is a big week in movie theaters as well. We are very excited about a particular film, and so we're going to do a giveaway at the end of the show for all of you that are staying tuned for this one right here. Let's get a close-up of that. This is the brand new and already waitlisted, I believe, Hono Studio Wolverine 6-scale figure.
I love
this is super
one.
cool.
I love the brown suit on this one as well. That's
Absolutely,
really unique.
Right? And so again, lots of giveaways. Right now you are entering for that battle damaged Iron Man down in the chat.
No.
So much going on.
I know, we have so much going
on.
And like we said, we're entering day 2 of our Sideshow Con live stream show. So what can we expect from Sideshow Con?
Okay, what is Sideshow Con? For those of you who may have missed day 1 or Sideshow Con, we are doing a month-long celebration. It is con season. We've decided let's blow it out and go all month long. So throughout the month, we have been having artist interviews, we have been having product reveals, we've been having incredible deals, and all kinds of things like that. And that all culminates into this week where every day we have a different live show with a full-on booth.
Yes, like you said, we have a full-on booth. Today's show has so many exciting things. Guy and Amy are going to be taking a closer look at that booth. We got a sneak peek coming at you right now. But Guy, are you excited to head over there too?
This is cool. They put some new things. You know, each day the booth has been different. So they've put some new things in there that people have not seen. And it's going to be very cool. And I'm looking forward to some of the interviews.
Yes, I'm so excited too. We're very lucky to have Richard Lunn and Daniel Bell here today. They're going to be talking about some pieces that they worked on, which is going to be really exciting. They're in conversation with each other.
That's the fun part. To hear the two of them talk to each other about that, it just gives us even more insight into what's going on.
Absolutely. There are some new reveals today as well, right, Guy?
Yes, there are. There are some world premieres of pieces, and there are some sneak peeks at some things. Now, everything going on today, you can find out about by going to side.show/conday2, and that is the numeral 2. You see that right there on your screen.
We are on our second day, and we are live, so make sure you're asking us questions. We'd love to get the chance to talk with you, answer some of those right here on the show.
Absolutely. We want to know your questions. If you have questions about things you saw yesterday, or are we going to see this or that, or things that you'll just like, make sure to tell us about it. We love to interact with you, and this is an opportunity to do that. Wow. Now, I registered for the event because it was important because, well, it came with a bonus.
I registered too because just by registering for this event, you're going to get $5 in rewards that you can use to get anything you want. And you also get some added perks as well, including exclusive access to all the new reveals, all the giveaways that we're doing as well. And if you want to register, make sure to go to side.show/con.
Yes, you're still going to get that $5, so you've got plenty of time. And believe me, there are plenty of products that you're going to be able to use that $5 toward.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Now, I believe if you go to look at that, and you see what we've got going on, you're going to see what we're talking about, the grand prize. You've seen this.
Yes, it's an amazing piece, and you guys are going to get the chance to look at it today too in that booth. It's the Batman vs. Joker Eternal Enemies premium format figure that is part of an ongoing giveaway that we're doing on our website right now. So again, if you want to enter to get this one, you're going to want to go to side.show/con. That is an amazing piece.
It's an amazing piece. And yes, Jillian was correct. We are going to have that in the booth. So you're going to get an even more in-depth look at that.
Yeah, of course. So again, if you've got questions while Guy and Amy are looking at that, let us know.
Absolutely. This is a big deal. This is a big, I love con season. I love getting to see all the stuff. I can't wait to get in there, actually.
You know, Guy, I know you're pretty anxious to get in there yourself. There's a lot going on in the booth. Do you want to head on over?
May I?
Yeah, you can go, Guy. You can go.
I'm off.
All right, Guy. All right. So let me hang out with my some of my buddies right here, and let's go over the schedule for today. I know we've got a graphic for that, so I wanted to give you guys just a closer look at what exactly we're doing today. So we did have a 9 a.m. show this morning. That's part of the Sideshow social network. So again, if you don't have that app, make sure to download it so you can take a peek at those shows. You're watching the 11 a.m. Sideshow Con live right now. We've got a ton of exciting stuff coming up, so stick around. But later this afternoon, too, we do have 2 other shows going on. We have our 2:30 p.m. fan request booth tour, and that's going to be with me and Guy as well. We're going to get the chance to go back in that booth, answer your questions, take a closer look at things. And then at 4 p.m. we've got our wrap-up show. Again, this is happening on that Sideshow social network, so you're going to want to make sure you download that app so you don't miss a single moment of everything we've got going on here at Sideshow Con. Now, guys, we also have some incredible deals. It wouldn't be Sideshow Con without deals. I'll shout out to you. Thank you for awesome. Thank you, Louise. Yeah, shout out, and thank you to the amazing moderators in the chat. They're always there for you guys. So if you have any questions, looking for any specific links, they're definitely going to be there to provide those for you. But again, we got amazing deals going on. Wouldn't be Sideshow Con without those deals. So right now, if you're heading to side.show/con day 2, you can see all of the eligible collectibles we have for 30% off right now. That's right, we do have 30% off some of those collectibles. And also, as a part of the 35%, we have Iron Man, the Iron Man we're giving away today, the Mark 85 Battle Damage. That one is 35% off on the website as well. So if you don't win that giveaway today, you still have the chance to get this piece for a 35% off discount. And that is a live show exclusive, so that's only going on today. So if you do want to get your hands on that piece, make sure to check that out. Now, speaking of this amazing Iron Man Mark 85, we do have a winner for this giveaway. Drum roll. Congratulations to Raylo_Biggs. You are the winner of the Iron Man Mark 85. So excited for you. If you are going to look down those comments, the moderator is going to be reaching out to you to tell you exactly how you're going to get your hands on this prize. Congratulations, Raylo_Biggs. And just so you know, too, we still have the giveaway for Battle Damaged Thanos. If we do get 1,000 likes, right now we are at 335 likes. So keep those likes coming, keep sending that video to other people, because once we hit 1,000 likes, we can do a giveaway for this at the end of the show. Now, before I throw it over to Amy and Guy in the booth, we have a special video for you. We have a pretty magnetic piece, I would say. I know. Congrats, Raylo. I know. Holy moly. I know. It's so amazing. You won this piece. But before we throw it over to Guy and Amy, we do have he's a pretty magnetic character, I would say. We've got this up for pre-order now. We have a new product reveal video we want to show you guys. Why don't you take a look, and then we'll head to Amy and Guy over in the booth.
Thanks for tuning in. Have a question? We are live in studio to answer your questions from the chat. This is Sideshow Con.
All right, well, that was a fantastic video giving you guys a look at a brand new piece that is actually up for pre-order starting today. That was sculpted by Daniel Bell, and we will see him today later in our booth. But you are watching Sideshow Con live right now. Hey guys, I'm Amy Chase, and I'm joined here by Guy Klender.
Hi, everybody.
You are in multiple places at once.
You know, I'm popping through the portals and jumping through.
That's your mutant power.
That's my mutant power. We've got a lot of mutant powers today on the show.
unofficially dubbing today our midweek mutant takeover. You guys are going to see so much exciting X-Men, and let's get rolling with one of my personal favorites from recently. You know, I'm totally biased as a roller skater myself, but we've got the Dazzler premium format figure right here. This beautiful, tall piece. This was sculpted by Steve Schumacher. Design elements by Ian McDonald as well, who you're going to see in the booth this week to talk about some of his other comic book pieces. And let me just say, this is one of those details I appreciate. As a skater myself, they gave her some pretty premium roller skates. She's got the aluminum plates, she's got the matching wheels and toe stops. Like, this girl is kitted out. But one of my real favorite details about this is that there is glitter in everything.
Yeah, right? There's such a shimmer, and that's a brand new paint technique that they've developed for the suit that she's wearing, right?
Yeah, this is something we don't get to see often in a lot of Sideshow pieces. You know, we've got metallics, we've got the kind of reflective of the mirror ball here, but this is an iridescent rainbow kind of paint that really catches the light in any direction, but has that silver sheen underneath it as well.
This almost makes me, when I have it on display in the home, I almost kind of want to have the ball over it like that with the light on it to see how many colors are going to bounce off of it, because it is so colorful. And the movement of the hair on this is spectacular.
With the, you know, the feathered hair, it is beautiful. There's actually gold highlights in the hair as well, and even her eyeshadow has some blue sparkle to it.
Now,
so
have you ever done that type of makeup yet?
Not yet, not yet.
And you'll notice we use the word yet.
There's always a chance. But this is up for pre-order right now. You can bring it home, have a dazzling roller disco in the cosmos for your own collection. But, you know, we've got to go through time and space and energy. And we got to take a look at this guy yesterday.
Absolutely.
But he's in the booth today.
Absolutely. And we want to point out some of the cool things. Hopefully you saw that video. If not, it is available on our site.
This is the first look, the raw output of our Bishop premium format figure that was only just announced for Sideshow Con.
Only just announced, and yes, it is going to come with that swirling portal. Now, I noticed, I looked in the chats earlier when we debuted this, and someone had said, boy, I really hope that it shows the M that he has on there. And as you can see in that close-up, yes, indeed, that detail is there. They've meticulously looked over everything.
As well as the beautiful Jerry curl mullet we've got going on.
Isn't that great? I love that.
You know, I think one of the requisites to being in the X-Men is having great hair. Sorry, Charles Xavier. I mean, you know, he's the exception to the rule.
Well, I know why I'm not in the group.
But this is really cool because, again, this is something we don't get to show fans often, which is a raw output. This is headed to its paint design. This is a prototyping piece. So you may see artifacts or you know, fit inconsistencies that will be keyed out and cleaned up by our mold and cast team. So this is a really unique look as well, because you'll get to see the evolution, if you will, of this X-Men piece.
Yeah, I really did. Now, talking about evolution, let's take a look at this one. We've talked about yellow and brown suits and yellow and blue suits today, and here we've got another fantastic yellow and blue suit.
Yes, this is our Wolverine X-23 uncaged premium format figure. Now, you guys are seeing the collector's edition with her masked portrait. This is a character who also has certainly evolved over the years, not only being once considered a clone of Wolverine, but now actually being his biological daughter in the comic books. She's also become Wolverine. She wore that mantle for a while, so this is her Wolverine era suit. But of course, it is still X-23, Laura Kinney underneath all of that, with her double claws, her toe claws, and she is tearing apart danger bots, you know, as a training exercise. That's why she looks,
you know, that's how one trains.
She looks pretty confident.
Now, you said this is the collector's edition. There's another version available, right?
Yes, so there is an exclusive edition up for pre-order that has an unmasked portrait as well, so you can see her full smirking face, beautiful hair, you know, flowing there as well, but you will have that swap out portrait, so you've got options in your collection.
I love the smirk. The
yes,
smirk is spectacular.
Fabulous. So that is up for pre-order. Both of the ladies are up for pre-order right now. Bishop is coming soon. You can RSVP to be notified about that. But we've got another character who, you know, it was hard to get him out of the laboratory.
Absolutely. Let's stick with the blue. Let's bring the camera in. This is an amazing new piece.
It just makes you want to say, oh, my stars and garters.
It's gravity defying.
I'm obsessed with this piece.
This is not the kind of thing that you look, even 5-10 years ago, you wouldn't have done it. I'm not sure you would have attempted this, even a few.
I physically wouldn't attempt this.
To balance on the single hand, to be up and all of the curve of the whole torso, the leg. all of it.
I just have to wonder how they got all the anatomical references for sculpting this piece, because it really is so full of personality and character. We've got our Beast premium format figure here. Again, this was teased a little bit during Sideshow Con, but you are seeing the first full reveal as he's in his laboratory, I don't know what you would call that, in the X-Mansion. And there's a lot of really fun Easter eggs along this piece as well. The creative team here at Sideshow had a lot of fun stocking the library with equipment, and you're going to see a really cool detail here. We've got the evolution of man into mutant, and if you watched that video we just showed earlier, that's actually the design sketches for our Magneto premium format figure.
Oh! I now see that. Okay. And
there's a Vitruvian Cyclops on one of his books and discoveries of the Voyage X. And so, it's a full scientific laboratory that he's got going on here.
I am sure that there's got to be, the titles of different books. And underneath over on the back, we see some handwritten stuff. I bet you could zoom in and even be able to read. It's really cool. Like even the ruler. Down in there.
Dr. Hank McCoy has been, really hard at work in the laboratory, and our creative team here at Sideshow has been really hard at work. Kat Sapene did the paint on this, and not to tease anything, but first of all, check out that amazing blue. We're going to see some other blue mutants today that Kat Sapene also happened to work on, but capturing those comic book colors, this is amazing, and what you guys are probably seeing is a little bit of a tease of that paint work that also teases his secondary mutation. He might have some swap out options.
I love when you get that kind of option. And when we talk about just the portrait that we're currently looking at, that upward kind of gaze and the inquisitorially look that he has going on there is really fun.
Yes, but speaking of portraits, we've got a bunch of X-Men portraits that we'd love to show you. And here in studio, we're giving you just a look at what your collection could look like if you bring home the Beast premium format figure with our X-Men portrait series Beast fine art print. This is one of 13 prints sold separately by artist Uzuri, who is a well-known artist. This is our first time working with her. We're very excited to have this piece. And again, it's one of 13 different characters. We've got so many mutants. I mean, if you want to bring home Xavier or Magneto or Wolverine, we've got Jubilee. We've even got Forge in the collection.
It is a pretty extensive collection. Now, the size on this is going to be 16 by 12. This is the framed edition as well.
Yes, so there are unframed G-Clays and framed G-Clays with that custom design. You've got the mat and the hanging hardware already installed. And if you're looking to really create your ultimate X-Men team, whether you're blue, gold, or you want everybody, there are some discounts available to incentivize the collecting of multiple characters.
Oh, fantastic. That's very cool.
Yes, so if you get all 13 unframed G-Clays, all 13 of those characters, you're going to save $130 off your order with the code XMEN set, or you can mix and match any 3 framed or unframed pieces and get 10% off your order.
Oh, this is why it's so important to make sure that you're watching these, you're following the sites, you're RSVP'd for these, because seeing the whole collection, one lucky winner during Sideshow Con this month won the whole collection.
Wow. Then
the entire collection.
You're going to need an X-Mansion to display all of those on your wall.
Take a look at all of them, folks, on the site, because they are spectacular.
Now, here's a really cool thing with our continuing art print program. We're really excited to bring you guys this X-Men #1 tribute piece by Paolo and Joe Rivera. Now, it's an X-Men team-up piece because we've got so many classic mutants, but it's actually a familial team-up piece as well. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
So this is a family, this is a father and son team that did it. One doing the ink and the other doing the paint. Now, this was a variant cover for, is it number 27, I believe?
It was a recent X-Men issue. Of course, a tribute to the original X-Men #1 covers. After we've got Jim and Scott there, of course, Jim Lee and Scott Williams. I love when we do include, if a tribute piece is based directly on the work of another artist, we include those in the digital signatures on the piece.
Yeah, I think that's such a really neat hint. A really neat detail to put in there.
Yes. Now, we've been doing art prints, I believe, with Paolo almost for 10 years, but it was really cool to get Joe Rivera in there as well. He is a Marvel Comics artist. And one of the most interesting parts of this whole team-up, not only is it a family team-up, it's an X-Men team-up, but it's a unique team-up with Sideshow and the artists because the variant cover was only originally this side with the X-Men and the logo. Magneto is exclusive to our version of this print. Magneto was not included in the comic book cover that they released recently. So it completes the full tribute image. And you guys are seeing the gallery wrapped canvas edition here with a beautiful floating frame. These are varnished with archival quality inks and varnish to really ensure the longevity in your collection. Make sure that they last a long time, especially with proper care and treatment. Obviously, you don't want to display them in direct sunlight, but these are really, really cool pieces. And again, if you want to get this full tribute image, Magneto is only included in the Sideshow release of this image.
So this is the second time we're seeing Magneto today, the magnetism.
Again, I told you, it's midweek mutant takeover.
It absolutely is. Are there more mutants we can take a look at?
Yes.
You said it's the takeover.
Absolutely. And we're speaking of team-ups, one of the most iconic battle moves in all of comic book history, I'd say. This is the Fastball Special. Now, I believe this is the first time we're getting to show you both scales directly side by side.
Absolutely. Do you want to talk about that one? The one that kind of a scale that maybe as a collector most people are used to.
Yes. So this is our premium format version of them. We've done a lot of X-Men characters in the premium format scale. So if you have some of our other Wolverine pieces or the Colossus that we released a number of years ago, this will fit in scale with those PFs, those quarter scales. This comes with the Sentinel base. You've got all of the full action. You've got the full character figures, because you'll notice as we explain the next version, there's some swap out elements. But this one's really fun, especially because it is such a hyper dynamic sculpt, balancing two different characters, and you really get to see how small Wolverine is compared to some of his teammates.
Yeah, we think of him as this large character, but then you look at him next to Colossus and, well, there's a big size difference.
All I can say is we love short kings, but here we've got an even more unique presentation. You want to tell us a little bit about this?
Absolutely. Now, this is done in a 5th scale, and you'll notice that, yes, the pose is the same. However, we have it ripping through the comic cover. And I had an opportunity to talk with the artists about when they were doing this, and they wanted to actually show kind of the true size of a comic. And that allowed them to do it in this scale because they wanted to have that right off the page. So this is slightly exaggerated, but pretty much what a standard comic size is.
Yeah, it kind of looks like one of those heftier king-sized annuals.
Yes, exactly. And the coming off the page, the lifted graphic elements, that Wolverine's leg kind of just boof right out, exploding out of it, just it gives it even more. And I love this scale. This is a really unique and cool scale to have.
Yes, and this scale does have the option to display without the comic book base, but from front to back, this comic book is fully detailed with original art commissioned by Sideshow, approved by Marvel for the release of this comic. And not only that, it literally, you've got the wind up in the first panels, then the action of the statue is the midpoint of the story, and then the story resolves with the panels on the other side. Just this beautiful collaboration between the teams. We had Rachel Rubicek and Ian McDonald doing kind of the roughs and the design and concepting for this piece, and then Ivan Karitarev, who you might recognize from Court of the Dead artwork, especially a lot of the comics we did with them. He did the finished panels and the full cover on the back. It's got some of those fun word bubbles from classic comics like, oh no, who broke into the X-Mansion, and all of that. So it's really worth exploring the full 360 of this iconic mutant team up.
All the way down to that base.
Yes.
And that torn apart.
Yes, it's again one of those things where our artists design Sentinels just to destroy them for the sake of these epic X-Men pieces. Now, we're almost at 500 likes on Thanos. That is amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're watching live, this is Sideshow Con Live. We are showing you all of our new pieces. Or not everything. We're not revealing everything just yet, but the booth is different every day, and we're showing you guys a lot of cool stuff. You can see everything that we have already covered and will be covering, a little bit of spoilers, at side.show/con day 2. Now, we're going to show you another X-Men piece. Or
another team. Another Marvel team.
But it's not the X-Men. Just kidding.
But they're a great team, though.
They are a great team, and in fact, they are one of the most famous teams. We've got the Avengers Assemble fine art print. This is by artist Nick Cho, who's actually done a lot of concept work for the Marvel mobile games. So you may recognize his style from some of that.
I like that we get that comic or that art look there, but then we get almost that photo reel in that explosion. What I'm noticing in the explosion, at least from where I'm standing here, is the A.
Yes.
Is the formed A.
Very subtle detail there. And what's also exciting is if you take a long look at these characters, many of them are posed and designed based on our recent Avengers releases. So we've got Scarlet Witch here, who's inspired by some of our designs. Black Widow, of course, Cap leading the charge. That Captain Marvel is almost exactly our premium format pose. And we've got Black Panther leaping out of Wakanda there. So you might recognize some of those designs, and they pair really nicely with your collection that you may already have.
I did not know that. Wow. Okay, when you talk about companion, and we've done that recently, where you'll see the artwork and the statue, I did not know that they did that.
Yeah.
That's new to me today.
Yes, this is one of those opportunities we have to do an original piece with an artist. Sometimes we're bringing you comic book variants like we got to see. But when we're doing original artwork as well, we love to consider the ways collectors are going to display it in their collection. And again, you guys are seeing the custom framed edition here. It does not have the framing grade acrylic on the front, just so we can show it to you here. But it does have that custom double matte design with that gold sparkle matte. So it really kind of emphasizes the light you're seeing from the explosion as well. Super exciting opportunity and a great piece to have in your collection.
They need to have it in their collection, and one of you can win this by going to side.show/conday2, and there is a contest for this piece.
Yes, Con Day 2 is where you're going to find all the products we've featured, deals, as well as giveaways and other things that we want to show you. Now, we have been working with Marvel Collectibles. I mean, most of us have grown up with Marvel here at Sideshow, but we have been working on Marvel Collectibles for nearly 2 decades. That's right, our first Marvel pieces released in 2005. And if you guys know which ones those are, congratulations, you've been a collector for a long time. But if you don't know, we're going to toss it to a 30th anniversary video, give you guys a little bit of the history of Sideshow with Marvel. And then when we come back, we've got Danny Bell and Rich Lung here in studio to talk to each other about their work on our amazing Hulk premium format figure collection. So let's check that out.
We've been making Marvel figures for almost 2 decades.
Marvel is different because they always focused on the reality of the characters.
The heroes are your everyday person. Their secret identity is just as engaging as the superhero.
These are characters and storylines that have been incubating in the public consciousness for generations.
The first 2 Marvel pieces we debuted were in 2005, and we had a Logan premium format figure and a Green Goblin premium format figure.
It was not just an amazing sculpt for the time, but just layers of actual fabric.
You didn't see real fabric on figures at all at that time. That was not something that anybody else was doing. It was very unique to Sideshow.
We did quarter scale, 5th scale, 6th scale with articulation.
Dioramas, a bunch of life-size busts.
Exploring all different aspects of that comic-based representations of these figures.
So it was just kind of wherever our imaginations took us. And in 2008, everything changed. When that first Iron Man movie came out, it really introduced comic book culture into the mainstream.
Little did we know, the MCU would change collecting, would change filmmaking, would change pop culture.
The collector mentality just exploded.
Now we actually had actual costumes that we could not just interpret, but in this case, replicate.
The different mediums of comic books, collectibles, and films all co-influenced each other.
As the MCU continued to evolve, something that was evolving along with it was this evolution of the greatest villain in the MCU, which was Thanos.
We wanted it to be true to the comic versions that we grew up with and loved, but with the added reality in terms of detail, anatomy, that we were seeing in the MCU.
We sold thousands of them in a matter of minutes, and it just really proved that fans were so excited to see this character come to life, proving that an audience was there for these characters and that people wanted to see these stories.
Sideshow raises the bar every year with every series of figures. It's a dream to be here and to do what we do.
That inspires the artists here to push what it is that they're doing and give the fans more of what it is that they want to see.
We're always trying to put our best foot forward on these pieces. And it's neat to see how far we've come.
You're watching Sideshow Con. For $5 in Sideshow rewards, don't forget to register for this event at the link below. And now, back to the show.
Hello everyone, how's it going?
Oh, hi.
Your turn.
Hi. My name's Richard Lung. I am a concept designer for Sideshow Collectibles.
And I'm Daniel Bell, and I'm a concept designer and a sculptor as well. And
you do 2 jobs?
I have 2 jobs. Yeah.
So
Would you
good.
just one?
Yeah, just one.
Well,
You're twice as good as me.
Man. So we have a couple of questions. We are in front of these pieces. There's Green Hawks, and we have some questions to have fun.
Yeah.
You know, probably you want to hear. I don't know.
Yep.
Maybe.
I'm ready. Fire away.
Are you going to start, or you want me to start?
All right. I guess I'm going to do it.
Okay.
All right. First question.
First question.
As a concept designer and sculptor, how often do you communicate during a project with me?
Just once.
Yeah.
So
All right.
one time. No. We communicate a lot, I think, at the beginning of the project, every single project, because we have a lot of back and forth. Richard is the concept artist, and we have some discussions. Sometimes we fight a little bit, in order to get a better design.
I keep his ego in check.
Yeah, it's an ego fight, but we're still having fun. We have a great communication at the beginning of the project. Then we start communicating more, let's say a little bit less, because his work is more in the first initial part. Then I start taking the job of sculpting the piece, and I usually share some of the stuff I'm doing. So I need to see if Richard likes it or not. He usually don't like it, but that's something that we have to face sometimes.
Exactly.
But no, we have a lot of communication. I think not just with Richard, with the entire team. I think it's a really teamwork, and but basically a lot. But
I think too, one of the benefits is we've worked with each other for so long. We've become really good friends as well.
Yeah.
So we're able to be really open about giving each other criticism, and a lot of our job, for me, I work on a design for so long. Sometimes you can't, you need to take a step back. And for him, he's working on something to sculpt for a long time, putting a ton of love into it. For me to give him another perspective, I think it really helps. Like, I'm joking about keeping each other in check, but I think it really does help us to make the best product possible.
No, it helps. It helps a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, because when you work in a project for so long, you're putting so much time maybe in one part, and you need the extra couple eyes that I don't know, help you to see, to visualize if you're going to take in the right direction, of not if you're going too far away from the initial concept. But it is a fun process, to be in touch all the time. Yes, but I have a question for you also. So, Mr. Richard Long, this is a long question. So thank you guys for letting me read all of this. I will do my best. You've designed this piece here, leaping off the ground, and most of the weight appears to be in the upper body, right? How much do you think about the realisticness of the statue you are designing?
One of my jobs...
You don't care.
No, I got this question. All right. One of my jobs as a designer is, and Sideshow as a whole, is we really want to try to push what we can do in a statue, and really push the design and make it really exciting. And but we also have to keep it within the bounds of being able to be produced.
Yeah.
So, I will do a lot of design exploration. I'll work a lot with the team, including our production and Danny as well, to talk about what works and what can't work. Yeah. So, when I design, I always try to design in 3D, try to do as best as I can in thinking about it and how it's going to work. And then I let him fix it.
I need to solve all what Richard did.
All my problems, I let him take care of that for me.
No, but it's cool. It's cool. And I have another question for you.
Okay.
Another question. Which one did you design first, and why?
All right,
we can move here.
We actually designed this one first, which is the Gamma Smash.
Gamma Smash.
My bad.
We can call it Gamma Ray for now. If you want to call it Gamma Ray, it's fine. But it's Gamma Smash. It's fine.
So originally we wanted to come up with something just kind of like our own Sideshow modern take on it, and also to do something really explosive.
Yeah.
So, you know, the base and the design, and also we haven't done a Hulk yet with the shirt kind of tearing off like this.
Yeah.
We really create all this movement and action. And we also had, you know, we knew that we were also going to do these variants as well, though, with the classic Hulk over here, and the gray Hulk over here, and also the retail variant, the red one.
The red one.
Yeah, and you know, it's this was probably the most fun for me to design, was this first one, just because being able to do something with the shirt ripping off, the dynamicism of that.
Yeah.
But then I have a blast, you know, doing research and reference and doing the different head explorations too for the other Hulks.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, actually, we have fun with this one because the shirt, it is in the comics, is orange, and if you don't put it there, it's kind of you miss something, you know. So that part of the shirt, it is interesting because in the red one you don't have it, and in the classic one you don't have it. You don't have it. So it's, I don't know, it's kind of nice touch to add these little things in these pieces, even if they are the same, different heads, different paintings.
And you know, it's not just, if you guys take a look closer too, it's not just like a simple like color swap.
No,
but each one is based off of, like, this is Jack Kirby. And a different expression to kind of really represent my personality.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
And Danny did an awesome job, because obviously mine are just drawings, but he really takes it and brings that stuff to life.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, on to the next question though, on that, how much of the piece in the concept art versus how much do you realize on your own?
Well, I usually change everything. You know?
Yeah.
I don't I don't use anything. I start from scratch. No. As sculptors, we base our designs on the concept artist's work. They put their vision. It is the foundation of the pieces, and we need to start from there and make that possible to produce. You know, because most of the time these guys fake everything, and it looks amazing, the concept, and then we need to figure it out so we can make it possible.
I was talking trash, man.
But it is it is a nice thing to do, because it is, for us, it is a kind of challenge, you know, because okay, the concept looks awesome. How we can make that possible, producible, you know. And for Hulk was kind of, you know, I remember sawing the concept for the first time, and I said, oh, this looks explosive. A lot of energy. Okay, how we can translate that into a 3D world. When you work with a 3D piece and you need to translate something from the 2D world to the 3D world, you will face some challenges, some hurdles you need to, you know, to solve, to fix, in order to get a piece that is going to be seen from 360 angle degree view everywhere. And that concept, which is a 2D, you know, flat screen. No, it's flat screen, flat paint. You need to make it possible in a three-dimensional world. So it's kind of, you know, we have a lot of back and forth, like we said before, in order to make that vision, that foundation, with the same, keep the essence of what, in this case, Richard did. And it is it's a fun and creative work with a lot of back and forth, with a lot of feedback. So yeah, it's pretty much.
And also, too, I think that's what makes Danny so good at what he does, is that, you know, love you, man. Thank you very much. No, we've done a lot of projects together, and he's always does an amazing job of taking my concepts and leveling them up and elevating, and also being able to translate my drawings. Because look, I mean, even a pose like this, if you're to see the drawing, which I don't know if you guys bring it up on screen, his arms are up in the air like this, and it's very easy to just say, like, okay, I'm sculpting a guy doing this. But for somebody like Danny, and you know, all our sculptors are amazing, but Danny, like, is able to interpret how that arm bends, and the gesture and the motion of the arm, and that's what really brings something to life, and why this thing feels alive and so explosive.
This particular, I mean, all these Hulks was particularly tough, because when you have a muscular guy like this one and you raise your arms, you know, your pecs are going to like a flip over your clavicles, and you're going to have a lot of mass right here. You can do that with your. Richard is the closest Hulk reference we have in the building.
He took a lot of photos of me during the process.
We can talk about that later. Man. I know, but for real, it was a challenge, because It is a tiny, the head too tiny. It is, you put it bigger, it looks kind of weird. You're missing like proportions. So it was really challenging. It's not the same like having a museum pose hug, which you can see everything and you can play in a better way with the proportions. When you have the arms raised, it's like you have a big hand next to the head. So you have, you know, many parts you can compare. And it's kind of hard to solve, hard to fix, hard to see it. But it takes time to fix it, so to solve it.
So you're a master, man.
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you, sir.
Well, I got another question for you. Is, we have all these different variants. How long did it take you to work on this collection?
I think I was 2 days per. No. It was I think around 4 months. I think maybe. Even sometimes when you see a piece like this, that you can say, it's simple because it doesn't have any suit, any body armor, whatever. But you need to solve, like I was saying before, all these muscle illustrations, all these muscle interactions, the base, and of course, this piece, as we said before, is leaping off the ground, defying gravity, and so the base needs to be the size needs to be just perfect. So it's not big, it's not too big, it is big enough just to hold the entire body and to, match with the initial concept, with the initial idea, with the composition. So yeah, it takes time to solve things in these particular kind of pieces when you see from the beginning that it's going to be challenging. So yeah, it takes time. And also I sculpted like 4 faces, different faces, anger expression, but I can't do the same thing, so I started from scratch every single time, so you don't kind of copy yourself, because it's not this kind of the same thing, So it was challenging, but it was super fun.
You can even see, man, like, I don't know if you can pick this up on camera, but like he actually has like the fingerprints and stuff on the thumbs and the fingers. Yeah. So just this thing is like so detailed. All that work you put in. It's amazing, man.
You know something funny? These hands are my hands. And even better, these feet are my feet.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that, man. That's awesome. You took photos of it?
No, of course. It's not the same feet, of course, but it's kind of similar. So the best reference it is your own body sometimes.
Something you said too about even though he doesn't have armor and stuff. I think for people that maybe aren't artists, it's doing just anatomy like this can be the most difficult, because as people, that's the one thing what it looks like. Faces, hands, bodies, so you can scrutinize it so much. But if it's fantasy, armor and things, it could be anything you want.
Yeah.
But so this is like some of the hardest stuff to sculpt.
And it's hard because you can't find any proper reference for Hulk.
Except for me.
Except for Richard, of course. That's we have just one person in the entire building, so it's so hard. But I have a question for you, Mr. Long.
Okay.
Is how do you feel after seeing what Mr. Daniel has done based off your work?
Like I said before, man, you do such a good job of elevating all my concepts, and I'm always so impressed. And it's truly like, what's nice about working with him, when it's all said and done, it really feels like a collaborative effort. And the guys that aren't on camera now is our painters too. It's like, man, these things look awesome when they're just grayscale and all the work we've done.
Yeah.
When they paint this stuff though, it's insane how much this stuff just like pops, and the amount of work they do, and just the magicians they are as painters. So I think as artists,
you can be honest. You can be honest. Say.
This sucks. This sucks. If I would have done it, it would have been a lot better. No, for real though. Like it's such a collaborative process, and we have such an amazing team here. Like it's easy to do something on your own, but the fact that we could spend months to get things approved and like actually choose the design we all like are excited about, and to take it to this point, it just feels like magic every single time we were able to make this time. Stuff, man.
100%.
So, the question for you is, do you use any reference for when you sculpt stuff like the shirt or like your feet, right? The hands?
Yeah. Do you remember those pictures you sent me about you shirtless with some piece of the shirt? I do. I took those. No, I have to sacrifice one lovely t-shirt that I had. I used to love a lot. in order to get the reference for this.
Did you really?
I did it. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I did it. I mean, it was, you know, in order to get what you want, sometimes you need to sacrifice what you love.
Yeah.
That's a great phrase, man. And I'm not even good, English speaker.
Yeah.
It's a good quote.
He actually asked to do this in Spanish before we started.
Yeah.
It'd be much easier for him.
Which would be much easier. No, but yes, I took a lot of reference because, you know, it's hard when you need to do these kind of things in a sculpt, you know, because you want to make it feel realistic, like, for example, the pants and I mean, these are easy, let's say easy, because, I mean, you just take photos of your pants or whatever, or your shirt, but I think the most, let's say, hard part or difficult one, it is the body, like I said before, because it's so difficult to get the reference, the proper reference you need for such big, unrealistic body like this. Even the biggest bodybuilder, or even you, Rich, it's not the same like this guy, and then you need to, you know, make it even bigger, even more, let's say, explosive and energetic. So yeah, but it is tough when you can't base on anything you know or anything you can find on the internet or any other place. But yeah, I always took reference from everywhere.
Yeah, even for my process doing concept art, I always start pulling tons of reference for to get inspiration and motivation throughout the process. So especially for something like this, we have all these different Hulks. I want to pull these different eras of Hulks because we want to stay true to the fans, because us both, Danny and I, are both super fans of comic books. So we want to be able to, you know, like, be true to this stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any other question for me, or let's jump to the both?
Yeah, let's go to the both.
The both? Yeah. Okay, a question for both. How does it feel to see so many projects you have worked on in one giant display here at Sideshow Con? For you, Richard, for me as well.
Then ask you. You know, like I said earlier, I think it's a culmination. Everything takes months to work on, and there's so many ups and downs throughout the process that when you could finally see stuff come to life, there really is no better feeling as an artist to see your stuff. Because if it's on the computer screen, it's one thing. Yeah. But this is just amazing, man.
It is rewarding. It is surreal. It is. I think every single time we see our stuff like this, it's like you know, I've been seeing this piece in particular, but the rest of the pieces too for months in my monitor is a 2D flat screen. Even if it's 3D, it's not the same when it's painted and it is there, and it's the same thing that collectors want to get. So yeah, it is fantastic. And a place like this full of statues is like a wow effect, even for us. We do this for a living.
And I think too, like for collectors, they know what it's like seeing something on camera or through photos. It's completely different than seeing it in
different
person.
Experience.
Yeah. So us being able to walk around like all these amazing pieces, like it's great.
It is great. Yeah. Well, Mr. Richard Long.
Yes, Daniel.
We have something next because we're finished. We're done. We had a lot of fun here. Yeah. So I would say subscribe, give us like. Of course, I can say that, of course, because we need people to share this live streaming. It's just awesome. Yes. And we're sharing a lot of stuff, and we have a lot of stuff to share and to keep showing. Yeah. And you, my friend, you need to say this.
This one is on me. All right, so next up, we are going to have a video of some amazing Marvel figures by Hot Toys.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much for having us. Bye-bye.
The incredible team of artists at Hot Toys have been kind enough to let us take a look at some prototypes from the Marvel Universe. Let's start with the Iron Man Mark II 2.0, all reimagined, now at 12.9 inches in height. Over 100 pieces of him, all done in a mirror-like chrome finish. This is the suit up version. Take a look right there on the chest. Open up all of those panels and see that bright LED chest arc reactor. You're gonna have LEDs in the helmet. Now, not shown here is an all new Tony Stark portrait with independent rolling eyes, giving you even more pose options. He also has all of his weapons, those rockets right there on the shoulders, down to wrist rockets as well as shields on the forearms. We drop down onto the legs and you really see how open that armor is, all of the rivets and all of the mechanics underneath it, all the way down to the back of the legs even opens up. The Mark II is my absolute favorite and I cannot wait to add this to my collection. Thank you, Hot Toys, for letting me take a look at this today.
Video game fans, you're gonna love this one. This is the Superior Spider-Man. Let's take a look here. Now this is an interchangeable, unlockable costume in the Spider-Man 2 game. It's based on a 2013 Marvel Comics run where Doc Ock takes over the brain of Peter Parker, and it's a whole thing. But as you'll see in this costume, it's very much inspired by the villain. He's got those bigger, darker eyes there. There's a lot more black in the costume, kind of taking over the traditional Spider-Man red. You can see that Doc has actually upgraded this costume a little more over than what Peter had in the past here. He's got 30 points of articulation, you've got 10 interchangeable hands and cobweb patterns, and it also comes with 4 metallic red-colored, highly articulated spider pincers, very reminiscent of Doc Ock's arms. He just couldn't leave them out of this design. Really cool. You can see kind of a more villainous take on the Spider-Man character and the costume here, but this will look great when you're swinging around New York City.
This is the God of Stories, the destroyer of the sacred timeline. This is Hot Toys Artisan Edition God Loki. Loki here is from season 2, and it is a beautiful portrait of Tom Hiddleston. Let's start by talking about what makes this artisan so unique. The hair is individually applied wool and then stylized. The eyes will roll independently as well. Atop that portrait is going to be his famous crown, and that magnetically attaches, and you have those enormous dual crowns. He's wearing finely tailored robes in varying shades of green that each have wires for posing. On his feet, he wears casual slip-on shoes. The figure is going to come with timeline effects, swap-out hands, and lastly, a magnetic gold throne. This figure is his glorious purpose.
And now let's take a look at the X-Men's greatest adversary. Hono Studio presents Magneto. Let's take a look. Here he is in all of his villainous glory, the master of magnetism himself. He's got that classic Jim Lee inspired costume there, and you've got that cover for a bit of reference in the back. But what's great about that, you can swap it out. You can put any issue you want in there. Maybe you got an issue from Magneto War that you think really showcases something. You could pop that in there to help display this character. I love this Magneto, especially because one of his hands is interchangeable as a magnetic accessory. That's right, you can actually put small objects on there and they will connect. Really awesome. You've got his swirl-shaped magnetism accessory. Here he is, he's in battle, probably coming down from Asteroid M to take on the X-Men. And what I do love too, that cloak. There is a wire in there so you can really frame this, move this thing around, have it billow behind him, pull it up in front of him. There's so much that you can do here to really make this a dynamic villain for the X-Men. He's looking great, ready to take on Professor Xavier's students and show himself to be the true leader of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants.
Swinging off the comic book page and into your collection comes the symbiote suit Spider-Man by Hono Studio. In a sleek jet black suit with the white wraparound Spidey symbol, this is that Spider-Man suit fans have longed for. The figure is ultra articulated and features ratchet-style joints so he can hold the acrobatic poses. Spidey comes with 2 sets of magnetic swap-out eyes, wall-crawling hands and gripping hands, as well as 2 brand new web styles with wire inside for you to bend and create your own web-slinging looks. On the back is his removable web backpack. The base has that beautiful curve to the back of it that blends up into the sleeve that holds the comic cover of your choosing. The rumors are true. Symbiote suit Spider-Man is coming.
Hey everybody, welcome back. You're watching Sideshow Con Live. I'm Amy Chase.
I'm Guy Klender.
And first of all, thank you so much to Danny Bell and Rich Long for talking here. They gave you guys an amazing insight into their own creative process, as well as talking about our extensive Hulk premium format figure collection. So we are really grateful to have them in the studio, and you guys are going to get to meet other artists from Sideshow's behind the scenes later this week, so you'll want to keep tuning in. If you are just tuning in as well, we are live here on day 2 for Sideshow Con, and you can find everything we've already discussed and will be discussing during this booth tour at side.show/con day 2. That includes deals, giveaways, and pieces just like these.
Absolutely, you're talking deals. This is only some of the Marvel Hot Toys figures that are available right now, 30% off. This is a time to build your army, your collection, assemble a collection. And so go and check those out.
Yes, so we are doing a 30% off select in-stock deal for Sideshow Con. This is what your collection could look like if you want to collect the cinematic universe or maybe go into the animated. We've even got characters from the video games as well as Hot Toys artist interpretations.
Absolutely right. This is a wild one. Now, when we talk about artist interpretations, we sometimes talk about 2D art, and I believe we've got some really cool stuff on the wall.
Yes, we do. So I'm really excited about this piece. As I've mentioned earlier on the show, our art print collection works with established artists not only to create original pieces, but to bring comic book variant covers to your collection. And here we have Batman and the Rogues Gallery by artist Dan Hipp. Now, I'm obsessed with his variant covers as a comic book collector who picks up her stuff every Wednesday. I love his work. He is an art director on Teen Titans Go, so this is why you're seeing some of that really fun, kinetic Batman style with the hot pink background and an assembly of his greatest villains ever. Now, one of the really cool details about this piece is that the artist purposefully chose to keep Batman's most cerebral foes, not only dealing with the mind, but the ones who psychologically torture him the most, up in his head, in the cowl. So we have the Riddler, Bane, Scarecrow, and then Joker, who's also technically right up in his face. But we've got a full assembly of villains here, all the way down to Professor Pig. We got Man-Bat, Clayface. We've even got Black Mask and the Mad Hatter. So you guys can take a full look at all of that, and I love his fists clenched up front. You've got a lot of really fun detail style, and you've got all the sketch artwork there. Now you're seeing the Giclée edition, but there is an HD aluminum version for this print as well, even more limited edition, and that is a really cool Chroma-Lux presentation where on the HD, the dye is actually heated so much that it infuses into the metal surface. So that's pretty cool. It sounds like something Batman would be doing in the Batcave. So you can check that out on our website or at side.show/con day 2. But again, Batman and his villains. He is a man who is made by his villains.
Yeah, he's got a ton of them, and this is absolutely spectacular. And this is also going to be the grand prize. Okay, so make sure you're registered to win this one.
Our grand prize giveaway for the entirety of Sideshow Con. This is the Batman vs. Joker Eternal Enemies premium format figure. Now, if you've already got this piece pre-ordered in your collection, you are seeing now the light up feature that will be included with every piece.
There's so many little Easter eggs and details. Now, you talked about the light up feature, so let's draw attention to those, because I just noticed this. In those kind of smoked clouds, the billowing poison, we do get some skulls.
Oh, yeah, I'm seeing one over here.
In it as well. And as our camera is there, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get it, but right down here, the emblem of Robin is there on the ground.
Yes, I love this piece so much as well because the artists sculpted it in a way that you can't exactly tell who has the upper hand. I mean, it might look easy to guess from the first glance, but the more you explore the scene, the more you see the way that they are very evenly matched. And this was also a cool artistic collaboration because it was a piece done by Martin Canal and Daniel Bell. However, they each chose to sculpt the character they don't usually sculpt. So Daniel Bell did Batman, but we've seen his Jokers countless times before, and then Martin did the Joker while he traditionally sculpts our Batman pieces.
Wow, so it was definitely pushing you in a new direction, which is probably why this is so different. I mean, from the flaming cape and the serious damage to using those playing cards as weapons, like, ouch!
A paper cut is bad enough.
How much of that is in that man's leg? Bam! And then little hidden stuff throughout. The pincer teeth that say "bite me" on the crumbling floor there. I don't know what's happened to this building. Is it blowing up? Is it crumbling down? And I like what you said, that you can't know who has the upper hand.
Yes, it's a really exciting piece, kind of a capstone or centerpiece to any DC Comics collection. But you know what? We love Batman's rogues around here, and Joker couldn't have all the fun this week, so we want to show you a quick video tease. Let's see if you can decipher this riddle about a brand new Batman villain premium format figure that is coming your way.
For updates on the latest and greatest collectible news, sign up for Sideshow SMS. You'll get access to exclusive deals, giveaways, and so much more. Sign up at the link below.
All right, so you can RSVP to be notified when the Riddler premium format figure goes up for pre-order. You can check that out at side.show/Con Day 2. Again, that is your one-stop shop for everything featured on today's show, but we're not quite done with Batman's villains just yet. We've got a new print here. This is The Gates of Arkham by artist Mark Brooks. You may recognize his comic book artwork from countless variant covers, highly sought after. We've also collaborated with him on a number of statues and prints before. Now, this is a really unique collection of some of his personal favorite baddies in the Arkham Gotham City universe. And this was created as a variant cover for Detective Comics, and it's done in this beautiful blue, cool style, almost monochromatic as he's built up these different layers of shadow and light in that blue. Very somber piece as we see Batman stepping through the gates, of course, surrounded by people like Scarecrow, the Riddler, Penguin, Mr. Freeze, who kind of dominates this scene with that cool tone. And then, of course, the Joker himself. Now, as part of our art print program release, the Giclée version does come with an authorized automated artist signature as well as an embossed seal of Sideshow authenticity. So that is just one of the cool features, again, that we offer for these prints. And I think that this Giclée format captures Brooks's style and those really striking colors beautifully. So this is up for pre-order, I believe, on our website right now, so you can check that out. Again, side.show/Con Day 2 for everything that we've already covered and everything we will be covering. Now, next up, we've got a piece that we got to show yesterday, and it's back in the booth today, so we can give it a little bit more love, a little bit of love on the lamb with our Lawless Love Joker and Harley diorama. Now, this is a piece of Sideshow mythos, so it's Harley and Joker like you've never seen them before.
Absolutely, and this is the first of that mythos line. You just now took a look at the 2D art, and here we're seeing the 2D all the way in to its 3D format and
this
seeing
is
a little
super
bit.
Cool.
That is really cool, right?
You got to talk with Anna Van Slee about that a little more yesterday.
I did, and about the design and when the concept came about, and how do you make these decisions of what's sculpted and what's fabric, and everybody involved in this. And this is really neat, and I can't wait for people to get this and for people to see more of that.
So fans are seeing a two-dimensional version of Rachel Rubicek's concept art for this piece, of course exploring famous outlaw couples, looking at the golden age of crime of the 1920s and 30s, kind of a very different era for crime, very stylish, almost where criminals were celebrities in a respect.
Absolutely.
And then you've got the beautiful cut and sew work, not only in this, what did she call it, a muslin?
Yeah, she called it that's what they have, a muslin mock-up. They have a couple of different ones. And you see even the changes from there into that finish, kind of how the shirt became untucked and, a little bit more uncut and unkempt that these people are.
With this full costuming designed by Esther Skandunas, who is just a phenom in the kind of historical costuming department. Yeah. If you saw our C-3PO exhibits last year, she did the historical World War I C-3PO, tailoring that costume. And now, of course, we've got a 1920s and 30s kind of vintage Joker and Harley. Now, this is up for pre-order on our website right now, so you can check that out if you want to bring them home. And again, this is just the first DC collectible in our Sideshow Mythos line. We did tease and announce some more of them, so if you are excited about those, you can RSVP to be notified. But again, you can pre-order the Joker and Harley Quinn Lawless Love right now on our website.
Well, we hope that you are liking this, and if you like this video, when we hit the 1,000 likes, we're giving away our archival copy of the Thanos Battle Damaged Hot Toys figure.
But we're only giving it away if you guys hit that number. I know that we have a little less than 1,000 people watching right now, so how do you expect to hit that 1,000 likes if we don't have those people? Yeah, tell your friends, use your X-Men communication powers, anything that you have to, send up a bat signal, any way you can get people to come and watch this video, because if we do hit those 1,000 likes, we are doing that giveaway. But only if we hit those 1,000 likes.
Now, if you are liking Hot Toys, we've got more for you with this look at Hot Toys DC collection. Let's take a look. We are showcasing some of Hot Toys' newest prototypes from the DC Universe. So let's start with the Batman Armory and Bruce Wayne 2.0. Batman's Armory comes with every gadget Batman would need, and each one laid out in its own specific place. Now, the cage itself is magnetic and can be displayed opened or closed. Each piece folds out, and the bat suit itself can even hang from the top hooks. And with an LED light, it can add even more vibrance to your display. Now, let's take a look at Batman in that redesigned bat suit. Hot Toys has gone and retooled and redesigned everything from cowl to boot. The cowl completely redesigned, a new look at the way all of the armor on the chest is, as well as along the back and front. It's absolutely spectacular. Now, Batman wears his bat suit, but Bruce Wayne wears a stylish three-piece pinstriped suit, exquisitely tailored with that crisp white collar and maroon tie, a fancy wristwatch, and high-polished brown shoes. A collector in you. I like that. You're gonna love the Batman Armory and Bruce Wayne 2.0. Now to check out the next version of the Caped Crusader. As portrayed by Ben Affleck in Batman v Superman, we have two figures, Batman 2.0 and Armorized Batman 2.0. Let's start with Armorized Batman. The Armored Batman 2.0 Deluxe Edition has been redesigned head to toe to be even more screen accurate. The battle-damaged chest, shoulders, and cowl are all die-cast material. His Kryptonian spear is USB powered and can be inserted into that Gotham City crumbled base. He comes with his Kryptonian gun, and that heavily weathered cape is wired for even more posability. This Batman 2.0 Deluxe version has been completely redesigned. He's going to have the traditional cowl as well as one that's articulated, allowing the head to turn side to side. There are multiple faceplates on the lower portion to give even more expressions and rolling eyeball features. The cape is massive and heavily weathered and damaged, with wire running throughout for more posing. And with this deluxe version, you're gonna get this amazing display base. And that can be shown off in a multiple of different ways, letting you recreate the movie as well as comics. Add these 2.0 Batman figures to your collection today.
Thanks for joining us here at Sideshow Con. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so that you're notified whenever we release a brand new video. And now, back to the show.
Hey everybody.
Hey, welcome back. You guys are watching Sideshow Con live, and you just saw a feature video about some DC Collectibles Hot Toys. And now we're going to take a closer look at some more that we have here in the studio for you.
Absolutely.
Sticking with the Bat family, more or less.
Let's bring the camera in and take a look at some from the Nolan trilogy. Now, this Batman, actually, we're showing two of them because these are two very different looks that you can have. The spelunking gear, and then, of course, that fully suited Batman. Of course, fully posable, comes with all of the gadgets, and what you're seeing there all comes with that figure. And then behind, definitely a very unique woman in his world. Not really sure, is she a villain, love interest? She encompasses a lot, and that is the Catwoman.
Yes, so this is from the Dark Knight trilogy collection. We've got some Batman Begins. We've got Catwoman on that really unique base. It's kind of got the character nameplate very subtly hidden inside of that. But you've got that environment. You've got the chains. You've got the faux water going on there. And I'm loving her stilettos.
Exactly. I'm not sure how easy they are to work with, but they are very cool.
Yes. So now we've also got some villains, but kind of a different way than we've seen the Joker before.
Absolutely. Now this is called the Imposter Joker, and this is the artisan version. Now this is kind of an artist interpretation, but let's take that camera as close as we can into that portrait. This is an all new thing that Hot Toys is doing, where they're doing that hair.
Yes, the artisan edition usually denotes the wool implantation hair for these figures that really gives them a unique look. It's just especially the styling of Heath Ledger's iconic Joker hairstyle. They've captured it so beautifully, mixing, that element of style with that element of grime to it as well.
Yes. Now this is going to have that independent rolling eyes to give it. You see they're off to the side a little bit, so it lets you really create the expression and what's going on in his mind. And this is a neat idea of a suit.
I've also just for the first time recently gotten to play with that rolling eyeballs feature on a figure.
Yes.
It truly is a game changer for your poses, because now you can direct the eye line. You can really create some unique and especially for characters who have a little bit more of a maniacal look to them, you really can play with the eyes and the focus of where they're looking.
Absolutely. Now, I understand in the chats we're being asked the question of, when can I get this? Now, this is going to be up for order this Friday, so make sure you're RSVP, because as Amy, you talked about this being an artisan one. They're very limited.
Yes, so you can RSVP to be notified. Again, side.show/con day 2 is where you're going to find the preview pages for these pieces that are not yet available. But also, if you're looking to get any of these new releases and you want to be notified about pieces when they drop, I also recommend subscribing to Sideshow SMS. Side.show/SMS. That is the best way to get mobile notifications sent right to your device. Take your geekdom on the go. You can check into your Sideshow account online, but this is when we send out notices for new item drops, especially those limited releases, as well as there are exclusive discounts and giveaways occasionally as well. So there are some great perks to Sideshow SMS, but especially being notified, especially if you're on the go, you're out and about, you get that ping on your phone and you go, oh, it's almost time to pre-order, this Artisan Edition piece, and it's a great way not to miss out on those.
Absolutely. We're always with our phones. Now, if you want to continue with your Batman like he's been done so often in unique ways, right up here at the top, we're going to have that nightmare vision from Zack Snyder's Justice League. Nightmare Batman and Superman in that black suit, and you do see that shimmer in that suit as well.
Yes, I love how intimidating he is, but we've got that brilliant sheen that almost gives him a radiant look, but you know that this is a darker version of Superman.
Absolutely. And then down below from Batman Forever, the sonar suit Batman.
Speaking of sheen and
yes,
shimmer.
Right? The sonar suit Batman and the Robin. Yeah, this is about as glow as you're going to get with these guys, and it is fantastic. And if you want to have kind of all of the Batman, these are definitely ones that you want to add.
Yes, with those great matching character figure bases, and of course all of the great costuming that Hot Toys puts into these, the meticulous likeness to the actors. Just again, it's a great cosplay reference tool. It's a great way to bring your fandom almost literally off the screen and into your home. So Hot Toys has done an amazing job with this. And these are just some of the DC collectibles that they offer, including what you guys saw in the video earlier and everything on Sideshow.com.
Well, they are obviously liking these. They're liking these videos because we are at 750 likes. Now, Amy and I still have a lot of things to show you here in the booth, but make sure you're getting those likes. We hit that 1,000 and we're going to do that giveaway. Amy, talk to me about these two ladies.
Now, we've gotten to see some really unique reinterpretations of multiple characters today. We've got yet another Harley Quinn, and we've got a Poison Ivy here. Now, these are from our friends at Prime One Studios, and these are really cool artist interpretations of characters. First up, we've got the cyberpunk Harley Quinn. Now, this is amazing. They've done some really cool things with this, and you can see on the website, side.show/con day 2, you can get versions of her that come with up to 5 swap out portraits. So if you really want to have a Harley for every single day of the week, you can do that.
There you go. And you can swap out. This is such a fun.
On working days.
This is such a fun portrait. Yeah, well, she does take the weekends off, I believe, right? She doesn't take the weekends off?
I wouldn't put it past her. Girls got to have fun.
And so much going on with it. That kind of double horn on the hands there. And then her hyenas.
Yeah, this is as cyber as it is punk as well. And this is directly based on the iconic art stylings of Stanley Art Germ Lau, an artist we've collaborated with a number of times in our fine art print program. I love that the cybernetic enhancements are not limited just to Harley herself, but to Bud and Lou. I love the little baby hyena. It's so cute.
This right here, can we get a close-up of that? That is just
cool.
So cute. And that base does have the light up feature that you're seeing there. That's a USB plug-in, so you don't have to worry about ever changing batteries.
Yeah, and you've got some of the fun details that even without the light up features, those signs are painted as if they have a neon glow to them. So you really are walking through a cyberpunk city with her. She's about 24 inches tall. It's roughly quarter scale. And again, those swappable portraits, there is a deluxe version and a bonus deluxe version. So you can explore all the different elements. I know that there's one with her classic Harlequin hood. There's one with the like cyberpunk facial enhancements, the
Yeah.
metallics running through her skin. There's one with her classic pigtails as well. I really love the short-haired look here, though.
This is fun. This is a really, I've not seen Harley done this way, and I dig it. But
now,
closer to you, talk
Poison
about
Ivy.
shimmery.
Yes, shimmery, gorgeous. Of course, some of the brightest things in nature are the most poisonous, so you really got to watch out for the Poison Ivy Seduction Throne quarter scale piece by Prime One Studio. Similarly to Harley, there are multiple editions of her with different swap out portraits, and I believe she comes with some swap out hands as well. Now, this is based on the artwork of artist Carlos Dianda. He is a DC artist who has done numerous covers and character designs as well. So they worked in collaboration with his stylings to really create this Ultimate Ivy. And I really love, the elements of she makes her own costume sometimes out of the nature, but she's got some really cute shoes that are going on here. I don't know how organic those are.
You could walk all day in shoes that comfortable. They're kind of a heel, kind of a sandal. When you talked about her making her own clothes, I look at the outfit, and that we're seeing the elements of nature down here in kind of a, say, natural tone.
Victims,
and then we see that shimmering quality of the pieces she's chosen to make her costume with.
She's even got a matching manicure.
There you go. There you go. She's very, very fashionable. And then her little, do we call them minions, these guys?
Sometimes she calls them her babies, but
well, there you go.
The cute carnivorous plants that she's got. I do love, these beautiful DC ladies surrounded by some of the most bitey creatures ever.
Yes.
I highly recommend you look at this one on the website as well, because the backside of her throne is actually like a crumbling portrait of Mother Nature. It's a really cool, unique stone statue. And this is part of Prime One's Characters on Throne series, so you can see there's a Batman that goes with it, and I believe there's also a Darkseid. So this is really cool, but obviously she's Mother Nature herself. She deserves her own throne. Now, we're going to go into the world of video games. So if you guys are looking for some ways to level up your collection, we've got some fun pieces coming from our friends at Pure Arts as well as Infinity Studio. We're going to start right here. League of Legends. I heard a little show called Arcane is coming back soon. So if you guys are excited or you are a League player, we've got the Ekko statue here. This is one of the many heroes in League of Legends, about a quarter scale piece, 24 inches tall, 21 inches wide, and 13 inches deep. First of all, look at all of those beautiful light up features.
The light up features, yes, we have that blade, but you get even down into the base, and every one of those candles as well.
Yes, and so this is kind of a piece of iconic Zon architecture on the base. We see the activation of the Z drive, kind of the ultimate ability for the boy who shattered time. We got the light up feature in the base, as well as on that belt and the kind of canister on the back as well.
Even the lanterns are illuminated.
Yes, and everything that has a clear cast to it really catches some nice light. This is fully sculpted as well, so all of those details in the fabric and costuming you're seeing, those are sculpted with immense texture. I love the kind of ribbing on the, I don't know what you call that, like a balaclava or like a scarf,
or
maybe?
or the nicest scarf.
The nicest
an infinity scarf, or they called that sometimes.
Yeah, something like that.
Amy, you were talking about her outfit and the light up features, and I'm just now seeing there's even more light up feature on here around the belt.
Yeah, so Ekko is detailed from top to bottom. Again, if you are a League player or a fan of Arcane, I know he appeared in the series very briefly. You guys can check that out from our friends at Pure Arts, and I believe that is available right now on the website for pre-order. So again, side.show/con day 2 is the place that you can check that out. Now, we do have a brand new reveal that's not quite on our website just yet. We're seeing all sorts of scales today. So you've seen 6th, 5th, quarter scale. Now we've got a 1/3 scale. This is Valera Sanguinar from World of Warcraft. This is by our friends at Infinity Studio. And again, this is a 3rd scale statue with an incredible amount of mixed media to it.
Yeah, and when you talked mixed media, let's start top and work our way down. Let's start with that hair.
Yes, so this is a synthetic hair element that is added in. You can see there's kind of the sculpt element of her hood, as well as punched in places in the portrait. We've got those beautiful blood elf eyebrows. I admire the World of Warcraft elves' commitment to their brow regimen.
Yeah, there's a lot of waxing involved in that, I think.
And the portrait is a silicone material, so you can see with those elf ears, but the face and the bust, as well as the exposed arms and thighs, will have that soft, almost fleshy material to it.
Now, so the main part here is all sculpted, but then she has the cape that goes down the back, and that's the soft fabric.
Yes, so we do have a soft fabric red cape. They've got some great weathering and distress elements on that. She is on an active battlefield. We've even got a war banner on the side there with, I will admit I don't know everything about World of Warcraft, so I don't know which faction's logo is on that war banner, but there is a faction logo on it. And we've got her beautiful weapons as well. I love the clear cast on all of the green elements between her weapons and those jewel accents on her costume as well. They really catch the light very nicely.
Yeah, that's semi-translucent on that. And obviously, mid-battle, just so much going on.
So that, again, Valera Sanguinar 1/3 scale statue. You're really going to want to make sure you have room for that in your collection if you're bringing her home. But it is a brand new reveal, so it is up for RSVP, side.show/con day 2. But we're staying in the world of Warcraft.
Third scale. Can we go bigger?
Yes. We can always go bigger.
Let's go bigger.
With the war chief of the Horde herself, we've got Sylvanas Windrunner. This is a life-size bust by Infinity Studio that you can see up on our website. Pre-order her right now. Again, with the beautiful mixed media detailing, she does have that silicone portrait. That is the platinum silicone. And that's, a term for how it is cast and how it is, removed from a mold. But it's usually used medical grade, made for longevity, keeping that beautiful portrait. And she's got that unique unfallen elf complexion. She's an undead kind of character.
The tear stains going down, and we look at the stitch work there in that hood.
Yes, and she has hand-punched hair elements as well. And if you guys thought she wasn't scary enough, I mean, if you're the Alliance and you're shaking in your boots right now, check this out. She has a light-up feature. That is piercing.
Absolutely, right?
Incredible.
To have that, I mean, it's gorgeous without, but this just adds yet another element.
She looks like she stepped directly out of the incredible cinematics that Blizzard does. Infinity Studio has captured so much detail. She's even got her full quiver of arrows on the back. There are some fabric elements as well, like her cape. She's got the synthetic hair, she's got the silicone body, and then the polystone sculpt, and then incredible display with the World of Warcraft logo there. This in all, I believe, because the arrows go a little bit taller than the top of her hood, is about 39 inches tall, about 28 inches wide, and about 30 inches deep because she's reaching forward with that great, intimidating look. I mean, again, the former war chief of the Horde, which, I've played a little bit of Warcraft. The Horde is my chosen faction.
I just signed up today.
Oh, congratulations.
So I saw this piece and I thought I said, okay, enough screwing around. I need to get into this. And so this is amazing.
Yes, but we've got even more incredible pieces to show you guys here. We've got a couple from the world of Assassin's Creed here. We've got the Hunt for the Nine statue featuring the assassin Altair, and then we've got the Ezio Auditore de Firenze premium scale statue. That is a half scale. So I think we've covered almost every conceivable scale today.
We did 1/1, we did 1/3, we done 1/2, we done 1/6, we done 1/5. Yes.
And quarter.
I believe we have done almost all of the numbers. We're going to try and get all the way through. And the number 9 is in this, right?
Yes, the number 9 is in this.
There we go.
So.
More numbers.
More numbers. So this is Altair taking down the grand leader of the Templars. If you know, the Assassins versus the Templars throughout time. So I love the airborne dynamic pose we've got here. And this is, it's a mixed media piece, but the fabric elements that you are seeing are actually sculpted. So even the thinness of the robes, kind of that crusade style cloth garb, that is fully sculpted on this piece.
The scroll work down on the base and that stonework as well. I mean, from top to bottom, from that elevated leap all the way down, there's so much going on.
Yes, and both of these pieces are by Pure Arts, but let's take a closer look now at Ezio. This is immense. Again, what they call their premium scale. This is a half scale figure, so it's about 50% smaller than a regular human, if I've got the math correct there.
It's just, wow, right?
It is amazing. He stands about 43 inches tall, and I can almost feel that he's about to do the leap of faith. I mean, we need to get like a bale of hay, a cart of hay down here, because he's going to do that eagle dive. Now this, again, a mixed media piece. He's got the silicone for the body, the exposed skin, with hand-punched hair elements, creating the stubble, creating his brows and his hair style, as well as full fabric costume.
Look at all of the different fabrics in there, and then of course all of this stitch work. But when you talked about mixed media, when we get into these elements here,
the buckles, the hidden assassin blades,
these are all metal.
Wow,
these
really?
are all metal pieces.
Ooh. deadly weapons. Be
All
very
right.
careful in your collection.
Exactly. Listen to that. You can hear them clink.
But we've got this amazing embroidery as well throughout, and then we get down to the boots that do have some faux leather material on the boot wraps, a sculpted base inside for the figure, and then we've got, again, the simple Assassin's Creed logo on that really cool stone style base. I just love this so much. I've played the first 2 Assassin's Creed, and you go for the parkour and, you know, just the really cool effortless style, and this is like, you're going in for the kill. You've got the hidden blades exposed. This is a really beautiful piece by Pure Arts, and they continue to just crush it with the video game characters.
Absolutely. I mean, the leather pouches I'm seeing on the back, this is another one where I think on the site you're going to want to see all of the different angles. You talked about that with the Harley and the Poison Ivy. This is another one you want to see 360s on these.
Yes. So now we are at almost 815 likes for Thanos. We're coming to the end of our booth tour, but we're not done on the show just yet. You guys still have a little bit of time to try and earn that giveaway. So remember, tell your friends. You got to physically like this video, not just like it in your hearts, but we love it when you do that too. But we want to see those likes on this video. Now, you guys have seen really cool ways to level up your video game collection. We've gotten to see a whole host of DC characters throughout the multiverse. But, you know, we started today on the X-Men, and I want to end it on the X-Men because it is a midweek mutant takeover.
Bam!
So we got to show you guys a little bit earlier the Magneto Master of Magnetism premium format figure. So we're going to give you a closer look at that. And then I heard a shapeshifter has infiltrated our building, so we might have a closer look for you guys at a brand new X-Men piece after that.
Take a look.
Thanks for tuning in. Have a question? We are live in studio to answer your questions from the chat. This is Sideshow Con.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Amy and Guy were taking a great look at the booth, but to wrap up Sideshow Con, she doesn't have quite the same magnetic pull as Magneto.
No, but she can get in anywhere.
She can. She totally can.
We have the Mystique Freedom and Destiny premium format figure here for you guys. Like I mentioned earlier, I love the Blue Mutants. Nightcrawler is one of my favorites, and we do have him in our collection. We got to see Beast earlier, and Kat Sapene also worked on the paint for Mystique, so she is an expert on the Blue Mutants. Now, this is a brand new premium format figure with some really fun details and Easter eggs. It's called Freedom and Destiny because she has snuck her way into a Trask Industries anti-mutant facility, and she is currently deactivating the safety protocols that are keeping not only her wife, Irene Adler, also known as Destiny, but some very notable members of the Mutant Brotherhood in their lockdown. And this has a really cool light up feature, so I'm going to activate that right now.
Oh my gosh. I was going to say, like, it doesn't get better.
You guys can see all of the Easter eggs with the mutant portraits. We've even got Toad and Pyro and the Blob hidden in this locked up facility. But Mystique has her priorities, of course. Now, another fun Easter egg is the lockdown facility number. That is a reference to her first appearance in Miss Marvel comics as well.
No way. I mean, I was going to say, it's so cool to see all these hidden Easter eggs in this as well.
Yes, and she is a shapeshifter. This is our first look at that premium format figure, so I do have the ability to maybe hint and suggest that we will see some shapeshifting in action with swap out parts coming later, but for all of the information about this piece and when it goes up for pre-order, you're going to want to RSVP to be notified, again, about Mystique, Freedom, and Destiny. You're going to want to go to side.show/con day 2 to check that out and learn more about this piece when it gets announced, because we've had so many mutants.
I know. I was going to say, it's so great to hear about all these pieces and to see this up close. It almost leaves me speechless, quite literally.
Jason Gromoski says, this isn't the Motel 6, but you can leave the light on.
You can leave the light on.
This light up feature is super, super cool. I love the effect they've achieved with almost making it look like, the tech screens. I'm thinking of like Tony Stark even just blowing out the screen and doing all his cool stuff. So you guys are going to get to see a lot of fun details revealed about Mystique, Freedom, and Destiny as time goes on, but we were so excited to have this piece here for Sideshow Con.
Well, again, so many pieces we've seen today, so many things you're probably looking to get your hands on as well. So we wanted to give you another look and a reminder about the different deals that we have going on for Sideshow Con right now.
Yeah, you can get yourself a convention souvenir for your collection.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you're looking at that right now, again, we got to see some of these that are available in the booth, but you can get 30% off on select collectibles. You're going to use that code SCON24. And then like we had given away at the beginning of the show, we do have the live show exclusive 30% off on that Iron Man Mark 85 battle damage version. You're going to use that code GETIRONMAN if you want to get that 35% off. Again, that's a live show exclusive, so that's only going to go through today. So definitely make sure to jump on that. And again, we have amazing deals as well on that website, 30% off. We want you guys to get as much as you can right now during this special event. And if you want a reminder on just everything that we have going on, especially those giveaways, you're going to want to go to side.show/con2.
Yes,
but again,
we saw some of those other Marvel pieces in the booth today that are available on that 30% off select in stock. And some of the pieces we saw yesterday, there are life-size pieces in there as well. So you definitely want to check out that 30% off. That is 1/3 off the price of a collectible. So you have no excuse not to get yourself a little something, something.
You definitely have no reason not to go and find something that you love. Now, we are talking about so many different deals. We had so many giveaways. Again, we gave away the Battle Damage Iron Man earlier in the show. We're at almost 870 likes for that Thanos giveaway.
Oh, it's so close, but it's not there just yet. So you guys want to be inviting your friends to watch this again, because if you don't hit that 1,000 likes, that's okay. We'll save him for another time. Maybe Thanos will come back. Maybe he won't. If the Avengers have anything to say about it, we'll see what happens.
Just like we said, keep the likes coming in. You are almost there. We do have another piece that we were looking to give away.
Again, I'm going to keep saying it till it sticks. It's the Midweek Mutant Takeover. We do have that brown suit Hono Wolverine. This was a highly limited piece. Love that he's got that Muramasa blade there. So I think we're going to kick off a little giveaway for that now.
I think absolutely we should. If you want to enter to win the Hono Wolverine piece, you're going to want to go down the chats, type in #SideshowSpace. I agree. That's letting us know that you agree to the terms and conditions of this US-based giveaway.
Yeah, you can find the terms and conditions at side.show/contest. Contests with an S will take you to the actual our website page that has more giveaways, but contest with no S is our terms and conditions, just so you can make sure to read that. What I love about these Hono Studio pieces as well is you can already start dreaming up what comic book you want to have behind your collectible. I know I'm eager for them to announce Thor because I've got way too many Thor comics that could go in the backdrop of this. But as you guys can see here, we've got this limited Wolverine brown suit variant posed up with a very nice backdrop there. So I think that's a really cool feature.
I was going to say, I do love the displays of these pieces. Like the figure alone looks amazing, but the fact that you have that back stand where you can display a comic of your choice and that ties into the character as well. It's just really fun. It gives you so much versatility.
Yeah, one of the things I love and was talking about throughout the booth tour today was the many different ways you can display your collection with 2-dimensional art and 3-dimensional art. And so we got to see a lot of really fun pieces in the booth today, including, again, he wasn't in the booth, but he was very present throughout. We got to take a look at the Magneto premium format figure. This is our master of magnetism. He's got a beautiful sculpted cape. I love the hovering effect that he's got, kind of lording over. Almost really reminiscent of that classic X-Men #1 cover. And that is up for pre-order on our website right now.
Like you said, it is the Mutant Takeover, especially the Midweek Mutant Takeover. And I loved getting to see that Beast premium format. Again, it's like the pose itself is so unique and fun. I love the whole base. It's so conveying of his personality too, with being in the laboratory experimenting.
Yes.
It's very Hank McCoy.
I love a geek. I love a super geek. I love that there was an Easter egg to our Magneto premium format, even hidden in that. And what we got to hear a little bit from Danny Bell and Rich Lung today, I almost want to know did anyone actually have to provide physical reference for that pose for Beast?
That's true. If we learned anything.
That is a truly superhuman pose. But not only did we see Beast in 3D, we got to see him in 2 dimensions as well with that amazing X-Men portrait collection. Again, 13 characters in all sold separately. But if you bring home all 13 of them, you can get $130 off the Giclée Unframed. You can bring home your favorite couples. You can bring home your favorite enemies. And if you mix and match 3 of these portraits, framed or unframed, you get 10% off your order. So again, you got to build your X-Men Blue, your X-Men Gold. Just unite your teams, your favorite couples, or your favorite enemies all over the place. That is just a really fun recent offering we've had from the Sideshow Art Prints team.
Yeah, absolutely. I love all those prints as well, and they do pair so well. Like we said earlier, you got 3-dimensional and 2-dimensional ways to showcase your favorite characters. And speaking of larger-than-life characters, too, I'd love to take a look at that Sylvanas Windrunner as well. That
oh my goodness,
amazing piece. Oh my gosh.
The Infinity Studios pieces we've already had in the booth this week are so exciting. They're also a little terrifying. But the immense amount of detail that goes into these, and those World of Warcraft pieces we got to see really look like they've stepped directly out, not only of the game, but the, amazing cinematics that Blizzard crafts for these characters in this highly intricate world. So we got to see that. We got to see some other really exciting pieces as well from Hot Toys, including the DC collection, that really unique imposter Joker with the Artisan Edition. Again, the mixed media on these, that Artisan Edition has that wool hair implantation, as well as those really cool separate rolling eyeball features. And again, that will be up for pre-order on our website sometime on Friday. And if you want to be notified, you're going to sign up, RSVP to be notified, side.show/con-day2. But check out those Sideshow SMS messages as well. Side.show/SMS is the best way to get mobile notifications on the go for your collection.
Again, we had so much to keep up with. Make sure you're signed up for everything that you can, especially for Sideshow Con. But if you were watching earlier as well, we did get the chance to see Daniel Bell and Richard Lund talk about those amazing Hulk pieces as well. Thanks so much to them for coming in and for talking us through the process behind these also incredible larger-than-life pieces.
Yes, talk about, the pose reference, the incredible detail, the way that it goes from a two-dimensional design into a three-dimensional sculpt, and then even further into paint. And you guys are seeing the Hulk Gamma Smash, the Hulk Classic, the gray Incredible Origins, and that red Hulk Thunderbolt Ross is a retailer exclusive. So if you have a local store that is a Sideshow distribution store, check with your local comic book store, see if they can get that ordered for you. It's a great way to support a small local business, and it is exclusive, again, to Sideshow distributor retailers, and it's highly limited as well. So if you want that piece in your collection, and especially in light of recent Marvel trailers we've seen, you're going to want to check with one of your local stores that is a Sideshow retailer exclusive. It is not available on our website.
Yeah, of course. And again, like that Red Hulk is going to be retail exclusive, but that Hulk Classic is available for pre-order right now. And you want to make sure you join our newsletter and RSVP for the Gray Hulk and the Gamma Smash Hulk as well.
Yes.
And there's so many different options when it comes to those as well.
Oh, absolutely. You can Hulk out in whichever way you want best. And if somebody does assemble all four of those Hulks, I absolutely need to see that collection. You can toggle on your subscription to the newsletter in your Sideshow account if you've already got one. That's also a great place to, set your address and your credit card information to make ordering a breeze, especially for those highly limited drops that go really quickly. You want to make sure that you're not fumbling with all of the little details, but you're going to want to make sure you're subscribed to the newsletters, because again, that's also a place we like to send exclusive giveaway opportunities.
No, of course. So many ways to stay updated, to keep in touch with us as well, know what's going on. And just so you guys know what's going on, we are at 925 likes.
I'm not great at math, but the last time I checked, that's not quite 1,000.
Not quite there, but it's a special week. We're celebrating so much, so I think in celebration of Sideshow Con, we should do a giveaway for the Thanos as well.
You know what? They've stuck around for this amazing show. You guys got so close. So we're going to use the Reality Stone to warp those numbers just a little bit. We are going to do a giveaway for Thanos. So again, you can enter with hashtag Sideshow I agree. That is in the comments of the live YouTube chat. So if you're watching this after the show, sorry, you can't rewind time unless you do have the time stone. But, Thanos has it in his possession. So hashtag Sideshow I agree in the live chat. Our moderators will pull one winner for the Hono Studios Wolverine and one winner for our archival copy of the Battle Damage Thanos figure. That's
so exciting.
So exciting.
Again, it's so great to see these pieces in studio, but it's even better to see them in your home as well. So to get the chance to win either one of these, make sure you're entering down below. And while we give,
remember the terms and conditions at side.show/contest.
Don't forget, don't forget. But also, while we're giving you guys a chance to enter that contest, let's take a look at the rest of today's schedule as well.
Because there's still stuff going on.
I know, it doesn't end yet. So if we pull up that schedule, you'll see we are coming close to the end of our 11 a.m. Sideshow Con Live.
It's definitely not 11 a.m. anymore.
Not 11 a.m. anymore. But we do have some other stuff going on this afternoon as well. So on the Sideshow social network, which you'll definitely want to make sure you have, you can see a fan request booth tour at 2:30 p.m. Amy and Guy did an amazing job going through the booth, but Guy and I will be back there this afternoon to answer some more specific questions.
We can't keep Jillian out of the booth all day long.
I know, I've been dying to go in there, so this will be my chance to go see these pieces myself. But Oh, yeah.
If you're not already in the Sideshow social network, you can go to side.show/join us. That is where all of these extra live shows will be taking place this week, and it's a great community for like-minded geeks, and that is going to be your place to request those fan questions, those close-ups on pieces that we went through earlier, again, with Guy and Jillian in the booth this afternoon.
I know, I'm so excited, and I learned even so much from you guys just getting to watch you guys the first time, so definitely make sure you tune to that and the wrap-up show happening at 4 p.m.
At 4 p.m. Just in case you missed anything that was going on today. We know it's a lot. And again, side.show/con day 2 is where you'll find everything that was on today's show. Now, Sideshow Con is continuing, but based on the number 2, we've got a couple more days of Sideshow Con in our live booth as well. You're going to want to make sure that you register for the event. It's not too late to do so. Registering is a way to make sure that you're going to get notified about, events and drops and daily schedules. But you're also going to score $5 in Sideshow rewards for your account, which you can use towards pre-orders or in-stock orders, including, our 30% off discount that we talked about a little bit earlier.
No, it's so important to register. And by checking out side.show/con and seeing everything going on for this event, you'll also see that ongoing giveaways that we have happening, including the one you guys took a peek at today for that Batman vs. Joker Eternal Enemies premium format figure. That giveaway is still going on, and you're going to want to check that out on side.show/con so that you can enter.
Yes, that is our grand prize for the week. You're going to find lots of giveaways going on throughout, but this is an amazing piece going on there. And tomorrow's show is going to be really cool because we've got horror figures. It's also Thursday, so we'll have Critical Role, and we're going to have more surprises in the booth. But
well, speaking of so many giveaways, it makes me feel like we have to start giving away some of these pieces. And to help us do so, I want to bring Guy back in as well.
Our 6-scale figure expert, Mr. Guy Klender.
Hey, and I am here really for midweek mutant takeover.
There you go. Well, now we've got a midweek mutant take home because somebody is going to get to take home Wolverine. You want to tell us about that?
Yes, congratulations, Raccoon Eyes. Yes, Raccoon Eyes, you have won the Hono Studio Brown Suit Wolverine. Moderators are going to get in contact with you about how to claim your prize.
Yes, pay attention to how to claim that. The moderators will help you with that in the chat. But that's not all. Yeah. We've got the big Thanos.
Let's not stop
the
there.
Big guy there.
Do we want to draw this out?
Yeah,
let's drum roll it. And the winner of our Thanos is Maddie J. Congratulations, Maddie. Again, talk to your moderators and they're going to tell you how to claim your prize.
Excellent. It pays to stick around, watch the show, and again, bring in friends, get them to like this video because that way everybody gets to experience all of the fun of Sideshow Con. Raccoon Eyes, congratulations. OMG, yes way.
Yes way, you have, and you are very welcome.
All right, it's been an amazing Sideshow Con day 2. Thank you, Guy and Amy, for an amazing look at the booth today and all the amazing pieces we had in there. It was really fun.
So much fun. I always have a great time doing it, and I'll be back on tomorrow's show. But again, you guys, everything that you need to know is at side.show/con. There's still stuff going on. You guys will be back in the booth at 2:30. And while you guys are here, get yourself a little something nice. Don't forget about our deals. We'll leave those up as we finish the show here. Bring home a souvenir for your time at Sideshow Con.
Well, until next time, everyone, thanks for watching, and don't forget to let
your geek side show.
Bye, everyone.
Check out today's exclusive deals and everything we have going on in the link below. Thanks for joining us today. And don't forget to let your geek side show. Check out today's exclusive deals and everything we have going on in the link below. Thanks for joining us today. And don't forget to let your geek side show.